It's Joel Sakana with another variable rate update. So let's talk about where things are at right now as far as interest rates. So first of all, let's go to the fixed rate portion of the program. Fixed rates remain relatively static. If you watch the bond yields on a daily basis, you'll see them go up a little bit, go down a little bit, really kind of stay around the same range. Now we've seen fixed rates bump up ever so slightly, but nothing really to call home about. So I think that what we have right now is a situation where fixed rates remain about the same. And I think that the next inflection point here is going to be the inauguration in the United States and what happens with the government there last week of January. So for right now, fixed rates remain static around the mid fours, low fours for some situations and some products. Variable rates, obviously we are coming to December 11th, the next meeting. We have thought for a long time that 0.5% was an inevitable conclusion. It seems that the sentiment is moving more towards it to being a 0.25%, but a rate cut nonetheless. And we're through all the data for the month, such as inflation, CPI, that make the biggest impact on those things. I think one thing that probably is really clear at this point is that the variable rate going down is inevitable. So variable rate, when I mean by that, the prime rate, the overnight rate, that's going down inevitably. Fixed rates may be stalled. This is a result of really two things we're looking at. A U.S. economy that looks to be roaring back and anticipates being stronger next year. A Canadian economy that looks to be exactly the opposite. This means that we're probably going to have a situation as where interest rates on the Canadian side, on prime, the prime rate anyway, moves down, and fixed rates remain a little static, at least for the next few months. Now, this is not guaranteed, but it does mean that, like, if we were picking a rate at this point, yeah, variable would be a very safe way to go from that perspective. But nonetheless, if the other thing you have to be thinking about, if you have a fixed rate right now that's above 4% or 5% rather, now is the time to redo that. Regardless if they go down further, penalties make sense for a lot of those situations. So if we can help with anything, if you want to run your situation, please reach out anytime.